So I went to Six Flags Magic Mountain a couple of days ago, and I would like to tell you about the worst ride that was there. It is the B&M stand-up, also known as the Riddler's Revenge. Now, I have not rode in any other stand-ups, so please take my opinion of the stand-ups as a whole with a grain of salt. So before we get into this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and let's do this. Hello everyone, my name is Cam, and today I will be telling you my thoughts and my review on the worst ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's right, the Riddler's Revenge is the worst ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, I know what you're gonna say. It isn't the worst ride. There was Green Lantern, but I think Green Lantern would have been better than Riddler. You see, Riddler is a B&M stand-up coaster that uses hydraulics in their thing to make it go up and down. But the stand-up aspect is the worst part of it, and I hate the stand-up aspect. So I'm gonna give you my review on the Riddler's Revenge. So first off, I just want to talk about the restraints and the seat itself. So when I was sitting, I wasn't able to touch the ground as much. I was on my tippy toes to stand up. So what happened was that I couldn't fully stand up. And so all the force was going down onto my legs when we were going through an inversion. And this thing has like 6 inversions, so not only is it painful to go through, it has more inversions, which makes it more painful. And this thing is a beast, so it has big inversions. And so you just go through them, and there's so much force just pushing you down in these inversions that it pushes down your legs mainly, because you aren't really going up and down too much. You're mainly stuck in a place. So now all the force is going down on your legs, and you're getting a bunch of leg cramps. So that's what really sucks about this ride. I would have preferred it to be a B&M sit down, like the Hulk or another different ride. But the theming in the queue is very nice, and we go up the lift of the Riddler's Revenge, and this lift it's not very long. It's pretty fast actually, and I think that it's having a fast lift hill well, it really works on this type of ride. So what happens is then you go through a curved drop, which, you know, that's pretty often for B&M rides. Like, you can find a lot of B&Ms except for dives that have curved drops. And then we go through to our first inversion, which is a vertical loop. Now, this one isn't very painful. It's just fun overall. But the good thing about this is that it goes through the lift, goes over the lift hill. So it's a very picturesque area. It works on the ride very well. And then you head into a downward spiral kind of thing. I mean, it's a cool inversion. I think it really works on like the outside, but the stand-up aspect of it just really hurts. Just really hurts. And then you go back down and you go into another turn like that. It's not a very bad turn. It just really hurts on your legs because you sway to one side, and since your body is hooked onto there, your legs sway to one side, but they're being pushed to that side, which is away from your body. So it basically feels like you're on that stretcher thing where you're laying down and then you're getting your legs and arms pulled off. But then you head through to a small drop, which isn't that painful. It mainly just pushes you down, which is very good. It's much better than in any of the inversions. And then you go into another turn. It's a different turn. This is a much better turn. It didn't really hurt when I wrote it. It's mainly all the inversions that hurt. And then you go through and you go into another small curve. Now this one hurts because you go down low to the ground, which really hurts. And then you go up into another turn and into the mid-course brake run. The mid-course brake run did hurt a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. And you go to a small drop and to another inversion, which that one hurt the most. That one hurt so much. And then you go through another drop, which pretty good, honestly. That was the best part of the ride, the drop. And then you head through another curve over the station, and then you go down into the ground and into a bit of a corkscrew. Now that one hurt too. That one really hurt. But then you head through a little bit of a helix and into the final brakes. Now this ride really hurts. This ride is the worst thing that ever happened. And not only did it hurt my legs, it hurt my head with the over to the shoulder restraints. That was absolutely horrible. And even my stepdad, who is taller than me, his feet could touch the ground, said that this was the worst ride at Magic Mountain. I can fully agree that the Riddler's Revenge is the worst ride at Magic Mountain. It's worse than everything else, and I don't understand why people say that it's a good ride. I thought that I would be saying that this would be my number one, but no, the stand-up aspect of it is so bad. The moment I went to the top of that lift hill, I knew, what did I get myself into? This was the worst ride that they could have possibly made at this park. Now, I do think that this is a unique ride to have at the park. The B&M stand-up aspect is actually kind of a cool idea, but people go onto rides to sit down, not to get their legs pulled away from their body. And just imagine if it was like the arms. This would hurt so much, but they did it on the legs, which I don't understand why they did this in the first place, to even figure this out. I don't know. The brakes didn't hit that hard, which was pretty good. That's a pro. But this ride is just filled with cons. Personally, what I think, this needs to be turned into a B&M sit-down, like the Hulk. They already have a floorless Scream. They already have a flying. They already have everything else. The only thing that I could think that they could put here is more of a dive style ride, or give it the trains that a Giga would have. I think that those would work perfectly on this ride, but the stand-up aspect is absolutely horrible. This is the worst ride at the park, guaranteed. So tell me, what are your thoughts about this ride in the comments below? And before I end this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.